User interface is the space where the interaction between humans and machines occur. The UI design prioritizes the user visual experience. A good user interface is functional, reliable, and enjoyable to use. And in this video, we are going to design the UI of our Instagram app that will really give the feel of real Instagram UI. You will be also excited like me, right? I know that, so let's get started. You can see we have this simple demo application of Flutter, which is the counter application. We will take start from here, but first we will add some dependencies in our pubspec.yaml file. So you need to have these dependencies in your pubspec.yaml file. We are going to use all of them in this series. While building the Instagram application, this Flutter BLoC is for state management solution, equatable is for value equality, Flutter icons, and Cloud Firestore, also the Firebase storage, authentication, and the core package, and also this get_it package, which is the service locator, and Flutter SVG to pick an SVG, also the image picker, Intel for dat, and UUID to generate the random UID, and cache network image, and a Flutter toast, and lastly bottom model sheet. Having these dependencies in your pubspec.yaml file, you will be good to go forward. And you can also take dependencies from the written tutorials and also from the GitHub. And then with these dependencies added in our pubspec.yaml file, you also have to do some more configuration in your Android file to avoid some build Gradle exceptions. You have to go to the Android and the app, build Gradle, and you have to set your min SDK version to 19 and also add this multi-dex enabled and set it to true to avoid some build Gradle exceptions. And the next thing you have to have in the application, which is really useful, we have to add the theme color of our application in this project. So first let's create a file of Dart, which will be const. So having this const file .dart in your lib directory, you have to add your custom colors that will later be used in our application. So that are some colors that are constant, and later we will use these colors in our application. We have created this separate const file for our colors and for our const objects in order to avoid the use of these colors values again and again in our UI logic. And with this, you also have two more methods in this const file that will be the size vertical and size horizontal. Like in our UI, when there is the need of vertical space, so we will simply call this method and specify some height inside this parenthesis, so this will directly give some size box in our UI in order to avoid calling the size box again and again in the UI. And the same goes for the size horizontal. And next, if you look at the structure of our folders, we have the beautiful structure of our folders, the data layer, domain, and presentation. We will take start from this presentation layer and this pages and widgets. In this video, we will use only these pages and widgets. Inside these pages, let's create a directory that name will be credential, because we are going to design the credential pages first, that will be sign in and sign up page. So we got our credential directory inside these pages and our sign in and sign up page. So now let's move to our main.dart and let's modify this main page also. So press Ctrl A to select all and delete all this boilerplate code from here. And then we will create this inside our main.dart, which is a simple import and void main method and a method of running our app. And this my app will be a simple stateless widget, that is our stateless widget which returns the material app, and the show check debug mode banner is false, and the title of our application is Instagram clone, and by default the theme is dark, but in the background color we will again use our background color which is specified in this const. And in the home we are calling the sign in page here. So now let's go and create this sign in page. So first we got our stateless widget, and then we need a scaffold here. And after the scaffold here, we also need column, because there will be, if you look at the design, we have an Instagram logo and two fields and a button here, and here some text that already have an account sign up. So first as these all widgets are in the column. So first here we need a column, and also make sure to change the scaffold background color, which is our background color which we have specified in this const. And then we will set the main axis alignment of the column in the center, like vertically the content will be start from the center. And then go to the main.dart and also import this sign in page. And with this, press Ctrl S and check out our emulator. So we got the black background on our emulator. So let's start designing the UI. Go to the sign in page again. So here first we need the logo of the Instagram. So you have to create an asset directory in your project, and then you have to paste your images inside this assets directory. And you can also download these images from GitHub. I will share the link in the video description. After adding these in this asset directory, go to your pubspec.yaml file, go all the way down and uncomment this asset here in the pubspec.yaml file, and also remove one space before this asset and remove one of them. And like this, also remove this and type assets / and dot. With this, press the pubget. So this will get all the assets inside this asset directory, and then we will use these assets or the images in our pages. After the pubget finished, so let's go to the sign in page again. We already have git dependencies, so we will again ignore this if there is a message again. So first, now we will put our SVG here, which is our Instagram logo. To get the SVG image, you have to write this line of code svgpicture.asset and asset and our image name. And this SVG picture is coming from the package which is our Flutter SVG. So that's it. Go and hot restart the application. And now check our emulator. So we got the Instagram logo in here. So let's also change its color to color primary color, which is our white color, and also make it in the center by wrapping this SVG picture with the center widget. Press Ctrl S and we got this Instagram in the center of our UI. So down here we need two fields, that will be our email and password. So for that we will create a widget that will be our sign in form widget. So in this widgets we will create a new file that will be our form container widget. And inside this widget there will be some code of the text form field. So in this widget we have created our own class which extends the stateful widget, and there are some fields of the controller and field key and a boolean field which is for checking is password field, that we will check in this field that the field is password or a simple normal field, and some other final fields. That's our custom form container widget. If you come all the way down, a container with the height of double infinity like the max width, and in the box decoration the color is secondary with opacity 0.35, border radius is 3, and a text form field. And we have specified all our final fields in here, and then we will access all of them when we call this form container widget. You will see it in a while. And we also have the obscure text true here, and which we are passing in this obscure text like if the field is password or a simple field. And then the onSaved method, the validator on submitted field, and here on tab we are setting the stat because it's our stateful widget. If the obscure text was true, so it will make it false. If it was false, so it will make it true, just like this. And here we are checking the condition. If the field was the password, so we will show some icons which is our suffix icon here. If the obscure text was true, so the icon will be visibility off, and otherwise it will be visibility. And just like this we are also controlling the color of it in here. So that's our custom field. Now go to the sign in page, and right after this center widget we will call our size vertical, which we have created in the constant that are vertical space, which returns the size box vertical height. So we are calling only this size vertical in this sign in page. So first we will put the comma here and then put the number here, like how much space we want vertically. So I will put 30, and after this I will call my form container widget, and we have all the fields which we have created here. So now we will access them one by one and specify them the value. First we will specify the hint text that will be our email. In the hint there will be email, and here the is password field will be by default false because that a normal email field. And later we will also validate this field using this validator. And let's copy this field and put some more space here, size vertical about let's say 15, and paste it again. That will be now password, and this time the is password field will be true. So now press Ctrl S to hot reload and check out the emulator. So we got the two fields, one is email and one is password, and the password also got an icon here. When we click this and type something in this field, so this will be visible, and now when we again tap this back, so the text will become obscure. Now it's invisible, just like this. So now we want some more space around these fields, so we will simply wrap this container with padding, and this will be symmetric, horizontally 10 and vertically 10, just like this, and we got some spacing around them, and now that's looking good. Now after this we want a button here, that will be our sign in button. So for that we will again create an widget. In these widgets, that will be our button container widget. So we are creating these widgets separately in order to keep our UI clean and not to call this boilerplate code, which is that container, again and again in our sign in page and sign up page and also the other pages. So we have created this separate widget for that. So now we are going to create our custom button container widget. So we got this widget in this page, and this time we have only three fields, which is color, text and on tap listener. And here we have an inkwell which give us the on tap property, and on tap we are calling our void callback, which is a function on tap listener, and this container has the width of 122 and the height. So now we will specify its width with double dot infinity to give max width to this button. And here in the box decoration we are specifying the color which we will take when we call this button, and the text, and the text color will be primary color, and its font weight is W600. So now move to our sign in page, and after this we will put again some space which will be size vertical about 15, and then we will call our button container widget, and inside this we will specify the color will be our blue color which we have created in our constants, and the text will be sign in on tap listener will be for now empty, just like this. Press Ctrl S to check the results. So we got the button here, so it's not looking that much good, so let's go and modify it a bit more. Its height will be 40, and we will decrease this border radius to only 3. So we got our sign in button just like this, and the one remaining thing is just to create when we check the image. So now in the bottom we need a line here and some text that already have an account sign up. So now let's again go to the sign in page and let's create it. So to put that line in the bottom and the text, so we have to do it something like this. After this button container widget we have to put a flexible widget with the child only container, and its flex will be 2, and we also have to do it at the top here. And after this flexible widget we will put an divider here. Its color will be secondary color, and after this there will be a row of the text like already have an account, and the sign up text which is a bit bold, and that will also be clickable when we click this, so this will navigate us to the sign up page. So after that divider we will put a row here. Its main axis alignment will be in the center, and a text of that already have an account, and some other text which will be clickable with this inkwell, and that is our sign up. So press Ctrl S to check out the UI. So we got that already have an account and sign up text. So our sign in page is now created. So now let's go and create the sign up page. Now if you look at the sign up page, we have the logo of the Instagram and a circle here, and the icon of the camera here with this profile circle, and some fields which is username, email, password and the bio, and the same sign up button, and some text already have an account sign in. And here in the sign in page we are not going to have the already have an account, but there will be don't have an account. So if the user don't has an account, so he will sign up, otherwise he will sign into the application. So now press Ctrl S and check our emulator. So now it becomes don't have an account in our sign in page. So now let's copy this page and go to the sign up page and paste it right here and simply change its name. That will be our sign up page. And copy this, go to the main.dart and paste it right here and also import it. So now move to the sign up page, and here we need two more fields. That will be our username and bio. So I will copy this email field and paste it right here and make it username, and also right after this password I will paste this again and its end text will be bio, just like this, and also make it sign up. And here we will say already have an account. So we will send user to the sign in page, just like this. Now if we look at the UI, so these two fields are really overlapping. If I check, there is no space. So let's copy this size vertical 15 and paste it here. Press Ctrl S to hot reload, and we got the same space among them. So that's it. Now the one remaining thing is in the sign up page, right after this Instagram, we need the user profile in the circle. So for that we have to go to a bit up, and right after this Instagram we will put some size vertical about 15. And here what we are going to do is just to put center child, because that will be in the center, and there will be our stack children, because we are going to put that camera icon here. So for that we need stack to stack that icon right here. So inside this stack there will be a container. Its width will be 50 and height will be 50. Decoration, box decoration, and its border radius will be circular about 25. And also let's specify its color for now. That will be our secondary color. And check, press Ctrl S to hot reload. So we got that circle in here. So let's increase its width and height a bit. So let's make it 60. That will be good. And now that's good, but we have to increase the border radius also. So we got that circle in here. So now let's remove its color, and in the child of that container we will put image.asset, our asset profile default png, just like this. Press Ctrl S to hot reload. So we got this user profile, which is default profile in here. Now we have to put a camera icon here, which color will be blue. So inside this tag we will do position, and in the child of the position will be icon button, and on press will be for a while, just like this. And icon will be icons dot add a photo, and we also have to put it inside this icon. So that will be good, and its color will be blue color. And also in this position we will make it from right, that will be -10, and from bottom that will be -15, just like this. Now press Ctrl S and check, close this keyboard, and we got that button here. And the one remaining thing in our credentials page, let's go a bit down, and here in this sign in on tab we will do some navigation here. That will be our navigator dot push and remove until new page. New route will be material page route that takes the builder. That will be our context and the name of the page. So from the sign in page we will go to the sign up page when we click this sign up, and also copy this from here from this sign in page when we click this sign up. So this will send us to the sign up page, and sorry about that, in this sign up we will go to the sign in page. Just like this. Now hot restart the application to reset everything. Open this emulator. Now when I press this sign in, so this navigates us to our sign in page, and now when I press this sign up again, so this navigates us to the sign up page. So now we are able to navigate between these pages, and that's looking great. It also feels like a real Instagram, not it? So in this video we design the credential pages. So in the next video we will design the main screen of our Instagram. The main screen will be looks like this. If you look at that image, there will be our post, and look at this bottom navigation bar. I cannot switch between them because it's an image. There will be our search page as you have seen in the preview in the previous video, and from here we will post, and also this will be our activity and the profile. So we are going to design all of these pages in the next video. So I hope this video was helpful. If so, show some love in the comment section, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to make sure you get notified when the new video is uploaded. For now, goodbye, and I will see you in the next video.